with your teacher friends.
Hi, it's your teacher friends, Lydia,
And Heather.
and we love sharing with you simple activities that you can do in your classroom with your students with easily sourced material. We are very happy to be sharing with you how then to pull out the learning from these seemingly simple activities. So what's special about today's activity?
Today we're going to be making a planet cup. And the planet cup is special because we can use it to teach about the water cycle, about weather, the importance of fresh water, about the growth of plants, and also changes in state as we see water changing from liquid to gas and then back to liquid again.
And here are the materials you need for this activity. Making sure your children are writing their names on these cups, to which then you'll add cotton wool, 3 or 4 seeds next.
Yes.
Sure.
We've got a choice. You're going to do lawn seed because it
lawn
grows
seeds.
really quickly. I'm going to do broad beans because they're so nice and big and we can really use them to study the parts of plants.
Absolutely.
How many seeds are you putting in?
Just 2-3 pinches of seeds, and considering that your students will have a lot smaller fingers, 2 or 3 pinches would do.
I'm just going to put 2 beans
Wonderful.
into mine.
So for a water cycle to happen within this cup, you'll need to provide it a source of water. You may do this with the help of droppers if you have it, or just spoons. I would use maybe 4 spoonfuls of water, just to make sure that the cotton wool is damp.
Well, I'm going to do 4 squirts from the pipette.
Wonderful. For the water cycle to happen, we have to make sure that this system is trapped, that the water does not evaporate and then escape. So to do that, we will use cling wrap. Here's a sheet for you,
Thank you.
and that's one for me.
I'm going to make a nice little lid for it right over the top, and we'll secure it with a rubber band. You can have a blue one.
Thank you. So for this to work best, make sure that there are no holes being punched in the cling wrap, because that will allow water to escape. The whole point is to make sure that water stays within this cup.
I like to fold up the sides so I can keep an eye on it.
That's
And we're going to want to come back and check on it every day that we're at school so we can see how it's grown.
And this has to be kept in a place where there's sunlight. And what will happen is with the sunlight and the warmth, the water will evaporate. And that's the process that's happening within the cup. The water will then evaporate with the heat that's added to it. So this is evaporation. Now, as it hits the top of the cling wrap and the sides of the cup where it's cold again, just like real water that evaporates up into the sky, it gets cold. And when it gets cold up there, water, gas, turns into liquid water, and that process is called condensation. When you have enough of this condensation that occurs, these will be seen as water droplets, either at the sides of the cup or under the cling wrap. When you have enough of those droplets coming together, you'll then get precipitation, which is the word we use to describe rain or snow or sleet. Would you like to go through that process with me, Heather? Show me evaporation.
Evaporation.
Now show me what happens when it condenses in the clouds.
Condensation.
And when you have many, many clouds getting too heavy to support themselves, what do we get? Precipitation. So that is the water cycle.
And we can show you a few now that we've made earlier so you can get an idea of what they'll look like over the next few days.